Hi guys, Ray said RC, and today we have a crawler takeover in the studio today. We have our indoor crawler course finally completely done. The last piece of it, if you guys have been following us on Instagram, was the backdrop. We were waiting for the backdrop to come in, finally got that in, threw that all together with the other pieces that we had completed for a while now, and here we are with the crawler course completely built. We are still going to be adding some more pieces to it, but as of right now, it is looking amazing. This is just some of the RCs that we will be displaying on the indoor crawler course. That's the SEX 24 Jeep edition. This is a 1/18 scale Panda hobby. It's the Tetra, I think that's what they're calling it. This is the X2, I believe. I'll put this all in the description of the video. You guys know this little guy. This is the Kyosho Mini Z. And the last one is going to be the Chevy. What you see here is the moss area. And a lot of this we acquired through Amazon, through Home Depot. Some of it was products that we just got from the craft store or in the house. Actually, egg cartons turned upside down, smashed down. And then what's on here is plaster cloth. These sticks that you see here, these are actually 4-inch apple tree sticks. Also could be purchased on Amazon, and there's a mixture of 4-inch and 5-inch throughout all of this. For these sections that you see here, this is aluminum pans that you would normally cook in. That's what's making up that here. And what you're seeing here is also sprayed styrofoam, and you kind of just let it dry for a little bit, and then while it's still pliable, you kind of mold it into the shapes that you need. So really what you're seeing here, guys, is not multiple layers of it spraying, but what I did was let it dry for a little bit and then press it down where my hand can touch it and it not sticking to my hand. I kind of pressed it down and molded it down and then covered it with the plaster cloth on here. But once again, you see the egg cartons. Kind of just been get a little crazy, get a little creative with the egg cartons here. This is smooth, figured needed the ground clearance. And what you see here, this is probably the most intricate part of the entire layout. This is birch wood sticks, so I have 4 of them as the posts, the birch wood sticks. And once again on the bridge is those apple sticks. So what you see is the 5-inch and 4-inch sticks on the bridge, along with some more of the wonderful Nitro tubing that I like to use as of late. And then that's just, you know, with some yarn spun between it to kind of hold it up. Really gnarly bridge for the cars to drive on. So styrofoam is one of those things that I normally don't get in my packaging. So what I did was I got some insulation styrofoam here, cut it up into pieces, shaved it down a little bit on some of the sides, and also used plaster cloth on this too. For the other areas that you guys see, this is more moss, and these are just these little, you know, rocks or whatever that I saw also on Amazon. Purchased up a couple of these, thought it looked great. And this is the same insulation styrofoam, just cut up. We started the approach first of using paper mache and then moved to plaster cloth because it just seemed a little bit more grippier. But that's what you're seeing is a mixture on here is plaster cloth and also paper mache. In regards to the paint, a special mixture that we put together, what this is a combination of is the brown areas that you see here. This is unsanded grout through most of this, the brown areas that you're seeing here. And then what I did was to get it a little bit more texture on there, I had some all-purpose sand and I mixed that into the compound just to give it a little bit. I didn't want too much. And that gives it the texture that you're seeing throughout all of this. Then in regards to these areas that you're seeing, that's actually indoor paint. So I used some indoor paint with those areas. And what I did was I mixed the color, took a couple of the different paints that I had within my house and just mixed them together and came up with this color. What I also added to this paint too was a little sand to give it the texture. So that's the texture that you're seeing, not also with the plaster cloth, but you're also seeing texture with it. You probably pick it up better if you guys look at this area. You'll see the texture even better here. And that's actually the sand that I added to the paint to apply it on. And everything that you see here was applied with a brush. So I didn't spray paint anything. Everything was painted by a brush. And that's how you get the textures really nice and good. You can see how this is done. This board that's on here, it's a plywood board on the first half. And this is a 4 feet by 4 feet plywood board that you're seeing on here. Originally, the 4 foot by 4 foot side was supposed to be the only side built for this course. And then we needed a little bit more additional space because I wanted to do the bridge differently. And with that, you have another 2 feet by 4 feet board on this side. And technically, you can separate the two and you can have a separate course over here for a small course, just going up and back and round, and then have a bigger course here where you're kind of going through this way and coming around. It's been great doing this. My kids are the big contributors in helping putting this together, but it's been a great project, guys. Really do enjoy it. Enjoy doing this, and I will be doing several videos of how these trucks perform on this course. Looking forward to that to come.